I'm James Finney, and here is your morning market brief. We first begin overseas with the major Asian Pacific markets once again trading mostly lower overnight, this time with Japan's Nikkei 225 index on the downside 0.6% and the Shanghai Composite trading lower 1.3%. European markets, however, for the most part are trading higher, and in the United States, stock futures were pointing towards a higher open more than 30 minutes past the bell. The Dow Jones on the upside right now, more than 83 points. Now we first take a look at the Bank of Japan Governor Haruhiko Kuroda openly stating that the central bank would consider expanding its asset purchase program to include government bonds of maturities of 5 years or longer. Meanwhile, over in Cyprus, its banks will remain closed until Thursday. This to allow policymakers more time to implement controls following last week's tense bank bailout negotiations with the European Union. And the world's biggest emerging market nations will unveil a plan to unveil an institution to counter the IMF as well as the World Bank at a conference today in South Africa. The new institution would act as a development bank. Meanwhile, in the United States, economic data, a ton of it this morning. So far, February durable goods orders that expanded 5.7%, this versus the 3.9% expected. Meanwhile, the January Case-Shiller Home Price Index that rose 0.1% to take on the year-over-year gain of 8.1%, therefore marking its highest level since September 2010. And at 10 a.m. just released, we had consumer confidence data that fell short of expectations, 59.7 versus last month's reading of 69.3. Also out, we just had new home sales figures that slowed in February, 4.6%. And at the same time, investors right now are still awaiting the release of the Richmond Fed's monthly survey of regional manufacturing conditions.